Hello creation, I hope you're well. Same again today. I've not written anything. I've had a really lovely experience yesterday. Called to see some old mates, old work colleagues, friends who I used to work with. And the first thing I see as I get there and I'm hobbling over to see them is my old boss walking down the stairs with a crutch. I thought he was taking piss and he thought I was. So he still thinks he can play rugby at our age. No, broke his leg 6 weeks ago. So sometimes there's what's that? The difference between knowledge and wisdom, you could say. This is yeah. Knowledge, I suppose you could use this as an example. Knowledge is knowing how to play rugby. Wisdom is knowing when not to play. So I suppose through this broken leg, he might be a little bit wiser. Anyway. So, and then, we can see ourselves as, or we could, if we let ourselves, see ourselves as being a little bit hard done by. We can feel sorry for ourselves. We can get lost in the illusion of pain, of suffering, because we do it all to ourselves. We do. When we are being hard on ourselves, it's us that's doing it to us. So, I went and saw one of my other mates, my old work mates, my old buddies, who actually had his leg amputated from the knee down. And he's still working, he's got his false leg, from the knee down, and he's walking, and it's a bloody good job he's doing, to be fair. And he's got that big old smile on his face. What's the point? We've just got to get on with stuff. What a great attitude. So when we've got things coming up like full knee replacement, it's not that bad really, is it? Not when there's your mate there and he's had his leg taken off from knee down. So we get on with it, and that's the thing. We keep a smile on his face. We batten on, we batten down the hatches and we keep going, and that's regardless of what life throws at you. What a great attitude that guy has, So I must admit, I came away feeling humbled a little, I don't mean that I was wallowing in self-pity for what's coming. I wasn't. It's just that sometimes his energies can be tested, and can be tested on purpose, to see how far we've come, to see how we deal with what we get thrown our way. And it's all helps in making us, what we're meant to become. Stronger and wiser, A lot of love for all those who I saw yesterday. A lot of love for them. Yeah. When you just get a real genuine hug. Plenty of those yesterday. And there was one of them. And when I first met him, I was on a fork truck. And when I first met him, he was shouting, and he was, loud and pointing the finger and all this sort of stuff. So anyway, we and as time goes on, it gets to a stage where he'll be having a rant and a rave, and I'd be working there doing my job, what I was doing at the time, and as he was just about to walk out the door, I'd shout his name. I'd shout it loud, you know, I'd shout his name. I didn't do it like, I did shout his name, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Shouted his name. And he turned round with this, you know, sort of the weight of the world on his shoulders and this look on his face, and I'd just mouth. And then he'd just soften, you know, and shake his head and walk, you know, smile, laugh. And you could just see it. You could just see it. It was like, it just took him out of that moment, you know. And he'd laugh. And then that's it then, it's broken him out of that moment. So what we do ourselves affects others. And that can be in a positive way or a negative way, can't it? So, but just by him, you could see all that on his face, you know, and that's heart attack country, isn't it? That's when you're carrying that about with you. That's not good to be in that, because that just puts pressure on your heart. And if you've got someone there who can just take you out of that, because that's all we need sometimes. When we're focused on that low vibrational frequency, all we need sometimes, it can be just something what someone says, you know. And if they've got a big, use your energy for the positive. Help others if you can, because you help others just with a kind word or a smile, just a little bit of empathy, you know, that compassion, time to listen, you know, help them. And that can be the difference, it really can, between them not just having a bad day, but helping them to get through the day a lot better, but removing that stress, even if it's only for an instant. That, as we know, or as I know in the past, by losing friends, you know, personally, it can be fatal, can stress. I've seen too many friends go through heart attacks, you know. Anyway, so if we can just do that. Anyway, so when I saw him, I walked up at the back of him and he was working. And I just walked up and I kissed him on the back of his neck. Not in a sexual manner, I just went and without him turning round, he just went, put his head back like that, and he laughed, and he just went, "That could only be Steve." And he turned around and other lads were laughing, you know, over there. And he said, "There's only one man I'd let get away with that." But you see, there's no malicious intent. It's love for our co-workers, for our friends, for our, you know, work colleagues, for our mates, for our brothers and sisters, because we're all linked, aren't we? Energetically, we're all linked. Be love. Just be love. It makes the world a much, much better place that you live in. You know, step out of all that other stuff. Let all that other stuff go. Anyway, that's it. I'm running out of time now, so, and it's not Thursday. Try and get another one done later. Alright, take care.